I want to talk about the impact of American gospel.
I was kind of caught up a little bit into some false teaching, and then the movie became kind of a turning point to kind of help me see the truth.
People are going to get saved watching this documentary.
Oh, amen.
It is impacting lives globally.
It is probably one of the most important documentaries you'll ever watch.
Some things are going to help you recover from false teachings you were caught up in that used you, abused you, and exploited what you have.
AGTV just has all these resources from all of these different documentaries talking about the gospel.
Does God still speak to us outside of Scripture, apart from Scripture?
It is called the law-gospel distinction.
And is God currently whispering to us in nudgings and impressions and promptings and still small voices?
Carefully curated content that is biblical.
Remember, in the Bible, discernment is both commended and commanded.
It's so biblical, it's to the point. There's no fluff, there's no confusion.
Why the subject of spiritual warfare? Most people probably don't really know what true spiritual warfare is, and many are confused about the nature of it.
You know, not just sermons, but learning about church history, learning about Christianity in America, where it came from.
It will help you evangelize. It will help you listen to preaching. It will help you when it comes to the doctrine of assurance.
You have podcasts on there, you have live stream, so much content on there. Whether you are a seasoned theologian or someone who's new to the faith, it's something for everyone.
The gospel is good news, and the gospel is what God has done specifically in the person of Christ.
The core doctrines of the Christian faith handed down by the apostles to the churches that the churches were called to guard.
He charged them to guard the flock. Against what? Against false teachers that will creep into the church and drag away sheep.
For people who are churched or unchurched, AGTV is a great resource in your toolbox in order to stimulate conversations about the gospel and to help kind of dismantle some of the falsehoods that people who grow up in a Christian context don't even realize are unbiblical and not theologically sound.
We want to make sure we're not preaching another gospel or a false gospel.
Bad theology hurts people. If you have a weak link, then you have a weakened gospel.
If we don't embrace these truths, we're not within the bounds of historic Orthodox Christianity.
I want to help to put your feet on the solid rock of Scripture. That's where I'm going to point you, to Christ and to His Word. And resources like AGTV are exactly purposed for just such a thing.